Well, I got three teams in the NCAA tournament possibly pulling off first round upsets, and as we call them, bracket busters. Not only do I think they have a good chance of pulling off an upset, I think all three have a realistic opportunity to possibly get to the Sweet 16 if everything falls their way. All right, let's get right to them. Before I do that, folks, don't forget to give me a like, just a small token of your appreciation. Hit that like button, please. And for the work I'm putting in here on these free pick videos in college basketball is now 18 and 10 over the last 28 picks here, right here at Wager Talk TV. So good reason to give me a like. And also, folks, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button below. It's absolutely free to do so. And then hit that alert notification bell when it's all said and done, and you'll be all set up to go. All right, let's get right to what I like to call the meat and potatoes. Uh, First team I'm going to look at is UC San Diego. This team is 30 and 4 on the season. They've won 15 straight games, and they have a first round matchup against Big Ten conference tournament winner, Michigan. This is a very good shooting team that won the Big West regular season and conference tournament title. And it was no cakewalk in the, although they won by double digits in both the semifinal and final game in the Big West tournament. They did so over a UC Irvine team that went 28 and 6 this year, and Santa Barbara, who went 21 and 13. So it's not like they had cakewalks going to make it to the NCAA tournament, and they won those games decisively, like I alluded to. Ken Pom currently has UC San Diego ranked as the number 36 team in the country. And I don't think a lot of people are familiar with UC San Diego, and understandably so, because this is the first year they've been eligible to make the NCAA tournament, and they've done so. Talk about a team that's going to be highly motivated and excited. The first round matchup against Michigan. Michigan's only a 3 to 3.5 point favorite in this game. The odds makers obviously have a lot of respect for UC San Diego as well. And again, here's a favorable thing for UC San Diego going into this game, and I think it'll be a factor in them coming out on top. Michigan, as good as they are, they're number 328 nationally in turnovers committed, while UC San Diego is number 2 nationally in forcing turnovers. So look for that to be a deciding factor in a very close game. I like UC San Diego to advance to the second round. It'll certainly bust a lot of brackets with if they do so, and in turn, I like them to have a very good chance to get to the Sweet 16 if they pull that win off against Michigan in the first round on Thursday. My next team is McNeese State. 27 and 6 on the season, 19 and 1 in their last 20 games. This is the second straight year that McNeese State has reached the NCAA tournament. Ken Pom currently has them ranked number 59 in the country. Not bad for a mid-major. They've won 22 of their last 23 games. Now they're facing a Clemson team that's a trendy pick to make it to the Final Four in terms of being a long shot to get there, and a trendy pick to win it all as a long shot as well. However, they played in the ACC, and as good a season as they had, folks, the ACC was the weakest powered conference in the country this year. As a matter of fact, only 4 of their 18 teams are in the NCAA tournament, which is an extremely low number. I don't think that's occurred that low a number in the ACC in terms of invites to the NCAA tournament in close to 20 years. Clemson non-conference, they suffered losses to Boise State, who did not make the tournament, to South Carolina, who finished last in the SEC regular season, and also to Memphis, who's in the NCAA tournament. So they've had some vulnerabilities in non-conference games, and also, like I said, folks, as great a season as they've had, especially within the ACC. This is not a banner year for the ACC. I like McNeese State here to bust a lot of brackets. And again, if they do so, I like their chances in a second round matchup and possibly getting to the Sweet 16. Before I get to my third team and final team to bust brackets, real friendly reminder, folks, on a 10-4 run in college basketball, and last year, 22-14 with my NCAA tournament picks, good for 61%, and was also number 2 in money earned at Wager Talk during the NCAA tournament last year. So keep that in mind. You can get the rest of the college basketball season right now, which will include the NCAA, the NIT, and other postseason tournaments. Just for the low price of $169, that'll take you right through the national championship game. And you can get that from me at my personal link, wt.buzz/RB, wt.buzz/RB. All right, my final team is Drake. 30-3 on the year, 17-3 in the Missouri Valley Conference, 13-0 in non-conference play, won the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. This is a team that's very frustrating to play against, and they'll be facing a Missouri team that likes to play at an extremely fast pace. So we have a potential here of Drake really being able to frustrate Missouri with their style of play. As a matter of fact, how slow a tempo do they play at? They're number 364 in the country in offensive tempo, and they're number 10 in the nation in turnovers forced. They're forcing 21.2% of turnovers on the opposition's offensive possessions. I should say, Drake is forcing the opposition to commit turnovers on 21.2% of their offensive possessions. This is also a Drake team that has allowed 61 points or fewer in their last 8 games. This is Missouri team does not come in on a high. They're 1-4 in their last 5 games. Of course, they played in a very tough SEC. But what alarms me, not only did they go 1-4, in those 4 losses, they allowed 91 points or more on each occasion. They played, meaning Missouri, the number 356th strongest non-conference slate this year, and they only went 1-2 versus NCAA tournament teams during those non-conference matchups. Missouri, again, I look for them to be very frustrated by Drake's style of play. They've been used to playing in an SEC conference where most teams like to up the tempo. So this is going to be a little bit of a cultural shock for Missouri. And I think Drake gets beyond this first round game and breaks a lot of brackets up. And also, I like Drake probably more so above and beyond the other 2 teams to make it to the Sweet 16. So my 3 teams, 3 bracket busters, UC San Diego, McNeese State, and Drake. Until the next time, take care and God bless.